So here we just finished up burying the tree or planting the tree again. So when we're done, we don't want to really pat down the soil because that's gonna like compact it. It's gonna make it harder for the roots to breathe and to get their water and nutrients. But you do kind of want to spread it out flat, just so that there's not, you know, a bunch of like surface area to dry it out. So we also wanted to talk to you guys about feeding the trees with fertilizer. So today we use compost, which is a great, you know, organic option for fertilizing and feeding your tree. So it would be a good idea to plant your tree with compost. And if you receive a tree from Urban Tills from one of our giveaways, you're actually going to be receiving a bag of compost as well. Normally you want to feed or fertilize your trees with whatever fertilizer you choose, whatever compost you choose. This typically happens in the spring or just before the spring, before the fruiting and the growth starts to come back up. And then again, usually around the summer when it starts to fruit again, so that you want to give it the nutrients when it's going to use it most. So right before it grows and right before it starts fruiting. I'm also going to talk about watering. So right after you plant your tree, you definitely want to give it as much water as possible. This is like to keep the roots moist and to make sure that they're not drying out, and so that they can really acclimate to their new environment and their new home. So here I'm just going to go for the whole watering can here to really just, you know, give it as much as possible. Throughout its life, of course, you're going to be watering the tree. And the way you water the tree is really going to depend a lot on your climate, on the weather, the time of year, the size of the tree, the type of tree. But there's a few rules you can follow in general. So younger trees are going to need more help getting water because their roots are not deep yet. So you're going to be watering more often. But bigger trees, they have much deeper roots, and so you don't need to water as often, but they are going to use up a lot more water just like in their function because there's so much more plant to keep up with. Also, of course, you know, this might be intuitive, but on hotter days the trees are going to be using up more water, and so you're going to be watering them more often in hotter days. And then finally, some tree species need more water, like avocados, for example, notoriously like need a lot of water in order to get good fruit. So that's why it's really important for you guys to do your own research for your specific tree. So make sure you're researching how to feed your tree and how to water your